Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Friday Film Quiz Show, the weekly game show you can catch here on YouTube every Friday. And I'm your host, Ian. The rules are simple. There's 3 rounds, 1 point for every question, unless I state otherwise, and our third round is always going to be about our weekly topic. Now, don't forget to put your scores in the comments, like and subscribe, get your pen and paper ready, and let's get cracking. Now, this week's a pretty special week because with the release of Cruella on Disney+, all of our week's questions are going to be pretty Disney related. And starting off our first round, which is all Disney quotes. Starting off at number 1 is, you've heard of the golden rule, haven't you? Whoever has the gold makes the rules. What Disney film is that from? Number 2, my little baby off to destroy people. Now remember, if you need more time, just pause the video. Question 3. Now for a name. I've got one. Octavius. But for short, we'll call you Gus. Question 4. How can you read this? There's no pictures. Question 5. Some people are worth melting for. Question 6. Come in, my child. We mustn't lurk in doorways. It's rude. One might question your upbringing. Question 7. Candlelight, privacy, music. Can't think of a better place for hand-to-hand combat. Question 8. This is the last time we take directions from a squirrel. Question 9. If you wear a dress and have an animal sidekick, you're a princess. And question 10. Life isn't some cartoon musical where you can sing a little song and all your insipid dreams magically come true, so let it go. We're going to go over all the answers at the end, so don't worry. Moving on to round 2. For round 2, we're going to take a little trip to Rotten Tomatoes and have a look at some reviews for Disney Renaissance films. These are all the rotten reviews, and you have to tell me what film it is. Starting with number 1. A disappointment for anyone hoping the studio would raise their standard of the animation feature to a new level. Number 2. Even at its highest point, it cannot claim a place next to even the least of the great Disney classics. Number 3. Compiles pop culture references and genre tropes that are not only cruelly envisioned, but often downright contradictory to the story at hand. Number 4. The storyline is a Joseph Campbell hero quest so stripped down to its basics as to become dull. Number 5. Surely one of Disney's ugliest and least imaginative efforts. These reviews are harsh, and I have to scour Rotten Tomatoes for a long time, because obviously Disney films are pretty well reviewed a lot of the time. Number 6. A serviceable version of a classic fairy tale, minus that crucial touch of magic. Number 7. It can't keep up with the pace, and it fails to generate the laughs that adults have enjoyed in Disney's past 2 summer hits, Mulan and Hercules. Number 8. Its ethnic white noise is really just an excuse for Robin Williams to put on the most elaborate narcissistic circus act in the history of cinema. Number 9. It's just frustrating because they had an opportunity to take actual events and make them into a great movie. And finally, number 10. The scenes, characters and songs attempt to duplicate the success of Mermaid all too obviously. And now for our third and final round. To celebrate Cruella coming out on Disney+, we're going to do 101 Dalmatians round. But not the animated one, the one with Glenn Close. So, hope you've watched that recently. And now let's get going. Question 1. What famous screenwriter provided the script for the film? They also served as a producer as well, if that's a little hinteroonie for you. Number 2. What is Jeff Daniels' character's Roger's profession? A lot of apostrophe S's in that sentence. Question number 3. What park's pond does Pongo make Roger crash into? Question 4. What animal does Cruella have killed from the London Zoo to have a coat made of its pelt? Question 5. Where does Cruella get the idea to make garments from Dalmatians? She hasn't always been about Dalmatians, but where did she get the idea? Question 6. How many puppies do Pongo and Purdy actually have? Question 7. True or false? Cruella only wears black and white in the film. True or false? Question 8. How much does Cruella offer for all the puppies? She does offer to buy them outright before she steals them. Question 9. What other animated Disney film do the puppies watch on the TV? And question 10. Who performs the track Cruella de Vil for the closing credits? Now let's go over those results, shall we? Starting with those Disney quotes. Number 1 was Aladdin. Number 2 was Mulan. Number 3 was Cinderella. Number 4 was Beauty and the Beast. 5 was Frozen. 6 was The Little Mermaid. 7 was The Hunchback of Notre Dame. 8 was The Emperor's New Groove. 9 was Moana. And 10 was Zootropolis, or Zootopia. Moving on to the rotten Disney Renaissance reviews. Number 1 was Mulan. Number 2 was The Little Mermaid. Number 3 was Hercules. Number 4 was The Lion King. Number 5 was The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Number 6 was The Beauty and the Beast. Number 7 was Tarzan. Number 8 was Aladdin. Number 9 was Pocahontas. And 10 was also Beauty and the Beast. All those critics, I think, are just a little bit miserable. Now, for those final 101 Dalmatian answers. Number 1, the screenwriter was John Hughes, writer of The Breakfast Club, Weird Science, and Home Alone. John Hughes. Number 2, his profession was a video game designer. In the 90s, he was a video game designer. They were ahead of the curve. Number 3 was St. James's Park. Number 4 was a Siberian tiger they had killed from London Zoo. Such a shame. Number 5 was from Anita's Sketches. From Anita's Sketches. Number 6 was 15 puppies. Not 101, not 99, 15 puppies. True or false, Cruella only wears black and white in the film, is false. She also wears a lot of red and leopard print throughout the film. How much does she offer for the puppies? £7,500. Pretty low ball offer if you ask me, and she doubles the asking price as well. What other film are the puppies watching on the TV? It's the Aristocats. Disney throwing other Disney films in their Disney films. And finally, who performs Cruella de Vil in the closing credits is Dr. John. Really jazzy New Orleans sound, Dr. John. And that's it for this week. Tally up your scores and put them in the comments. Don't forget to tell me how you did. Tell me how I did. If there's any films you want to see in the future on the quiz, I'm happy to oblige, because I'm happy to watch films and write questions about them, really. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.